Ni sa da ni pa ga ma pa ga ma re pa da pa ma pa da ni sa ri sa sarva brahmamayam.
Namaskaram everyone. A very warm and hearty welcome to the 10th day of Samskriti Europe's Margazhi Utsavam 2021 and 2022. Like each day in this Utsavam, we have a very interesting program for the audience today. The first program of the concluding day is by Srimati Bhavana Pradyumna and Shri Pradyumna Kandadai, a husband and wife duo who are the founders of Carnatic Conservatory of Paris. Srimati Bhavana Pradyumna is a Carnatic vocalist, author, composer, Bharatanatyam Dancer, Nattuvanar, and works as a professor of music at French Conservatory. Shri Pradyumna Kandadai is working as a director in an MNC and is a trained yoga practitioner and promoter of Indian art. Together, this power couple will be presenting a lecture demonstration on the concept of Raga and Yoga. Pioneered by Bhavana, Raga and Yoga was born in 2019 to start finding the relationship between Carnatic music and yoga. Raga and Yoga explores a never-seen-before relationship between Patanjali Yoga Sutras and the composers of India through Carnatic music. It is an extract from their book Raga and Yoga, and it has been researched by the couple together for several years. We are really honored to have you today with us to demonstrate this unique concept and to give us an overview of the concept of Raga and Yoga.
Today's presentation on the topic Patanjali Yoga Sutra and Carnatic Music is an extract from the book Raga and Yoga, authored by Bhavana Pradyumna. I had the privilege to co-author the book and edit the book as well. Patanjali is a sage or a rishi who is estimated to have lived between 2nd century BC to 5th century AD. Carnatic music as a classical music form of India has existed much beyond this. Its origins are in Samaveda, and the one which retained the original form was called Carnatic, whereas with the Persian music influence, the one which branched out was called Hindustani music. Though Carnatic music predates sage Patanjali, the current available compositions, especially the ones associated with the Bhakti movement and the post-Bhakti movement, are dated post-Patanjali period. Carnatic Conservatory of Paris is glad to present Raga and Yoga edition, Patanjali Yoga Sutra and Carnatic music. This presentation explores how the essence of Patanjali Yoga Sutra are expressed in different compositions across different Indian languages. Today's presentation explores the fact that all great composers were yogis, realized souls who had experienced the otherworldly through bhakti. Concept: definition of yoga as samadhi or samadhana, which means controlling the mind or to be in peace. Atha yoganuशासनम. Now, the aphorisms of yoga. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is mastery over mind. Tada drishtaswarupe vasthanam. At the time of concentration or the deep focus, the seer, the Purusha, rests in his own unmodified state. As soon as the waves have stopped and the lake has become quiet, we see the ground below the lake. So with the mind, when it is calm, we see what our nature is, the true nature. We do not mix ourselves, but we remain our own selves. Vritti sarupyamitharatra. At other times, other than that of deep focus or concentration, the seer is identified with the modifications. These are the first 4 sutras of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, first chapter. Now we look at the composition Manasu Swadhinamai, composed by Sri Tyagaraja in Raga Shankarabharana, set to Mishra Chaputala.
Manasu swadhina mai, Manasu swadhina mai yaghanu ki, Manasu swadhina yaghanu ki, Mari mantra tantramu lela, aghanu ki, Manasu swadhina maina yaghanu ki, Mari mantra tantramu lela, aghanu ki, Manasu swadhina maina yaghanu ki, Mari mantra tantramu lela, aghanu ki, Manasu swadhina maina yaghanu ki, Mari mantra tantramu lela. Tanu tanu gadani enchuvaniki, tanu tanu gadani enchuvaniki, tanu tanu gadani enchuvaniki, tapamu cheyunela dasara ತಪಮು ಜಯುನೇಲ ದಶರಥ ಬಾಲ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸ್ವಾಧೀನ ಮೈನ ಯಾಘನುಕಿ ಮರಿಮಂತ್ರ ತಂತ್ರ ಲೇಲ ಜನ್ಮ ಮುದುರ್ವೇಷಯರಹಿತು ನಿಗೆ ಜನ್ಮ ಮುದುರ್ವೇಷಯರಹಿತು ನಿಗೆ ಗತ ಜನ್ಮ ಮುದುರ್ವೇಷಯರಹಿತು ನಿಗೆ ಗತಾಗತ ಮೇಘ ಎಲ ರಾಜ ರಾಜೇಶ ನಿರಂಜನ ನಿರೂಪಮ ರಾಜ ರಾಜೇಶ ನಿರಂಜನ ನಿರೂಪಮ ರಾಜ ವದನ ತ್ಯಾಗ ರಾಜೇಶ ನಿರಂಜನ ನಿರೂಪಮ ರಾಜವದನ ತ್ಯಾಗ ರಾಜ ವಿನೂತ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸ್ವಾಧೀನ ಮರಿಮಂತ್ರ ತಂತ್ರ ಮೂಲೇಲ ಆಘನುನಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸ್ವಾಧೀನ ಮೈದ This composition talks about Lord Sri Rama as a yogi whose mind is under self-control, who considers that body is not self, meaning he who knows his own true nature, who considers that everything is but a manifestation of you, one ultimate energy. The composer further questions where is further cycle of birth and death, meaning as a yogi, Lord Sri Rama would attain moksha and would be liberated by the cycles of birth and death.
Concept: Samadhi could be attained through unqualified ego. The nature of object is explained through three gunas. Purusha, or the true nature, is trigunatita, beyond the three gunas. Tatparan Purushakyater Gunavaitrishnam. Swami Vivekananda says, It is the highest manifestation of power when it takes away even our attraction towards the qualities. We have first to understand what the Purusha, the self, is and what are the qualities. According to yoga philosophy, the whole of nature, Prakriti, consists of three qualities. One is called tamas, other rajas, and the third sattva. These three qualities manifest themselves in the physical world as attraction, repulsion, or control. Everything that is in nature, all these manifestations or combinations or recombinations of these three forces. This nature has been divided into various categories by the Sankhyas, based on Sankhya philosophy. The self of man is beyond all these nature, is effulgent by its very nature. It is pure and perfect. Whatever of intelligence we see in nature is but the reflection from this self upon nature. Nature itself is inscient. You must remember that the word nature also includes the mind. Mind is in nature, thought is in Prakriti. From thought down to the grossest form of matter, everything is in nature and is a manifestation of the Prakriti. This Prakriti has covered the self of man, and when nature takes away the cover, the self becomes unveiled and appears in its true glory. This non-attachment, as it is described in Aphorism 15 as being control of nature, is the greatest help towards manifesting the self. Vitarka vicharananda smita rupanugamat sampragnataha. The concentration called right knowledge is that which is followed by reasoning, discrimination, bliss, and unqualified ego. We look at a composition, Dasa Dasa Dasara Dasyava Kodu Dosha Rashiyanalidu, composed in the language Kannada by composer Vijayadasa, in Raga, Vrindavana Saranga, set to Tala Adi.
Dasa dasa dasara dasya kodu, dasa dasa dasara dasya kodu, dosha rashiyanalidu. Dasa dasa dasara dasya kodu, dosha rashiyanalidu. Dasa dasa dasara dasya kodu. श्रीशधीश सर्वेश सुरेश्वर भासुर गुण गण भव्य चरित हरि श्रीशधीश सर्वेश सुरेश्वर भासुर गुण गण भव्य चरित हरि दास दास दासर दास्य कोडु दोष राशिय नलिदु दास दास दासर दास्य कोडु ಚಿತ್ತ ನಿನ್ನ ಪದ ಸೇವೆಯೊಳಿರಲಿ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇತರ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಚಿತ್ತ ನಿನ್ನ ಪದ ಸೇವೆಯೊಳಿರಲಿ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇತರ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಅಂತರಂಗದಲ್ಲಾನಲ್ದಿರಲಿ ಅಹಂಕೃತಯನೆ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಅಂತರಂಗದಲ್ಲಾನಲ್ದಿರಲಿ ಅಹಂಕೃತಯನೆ ಬಿಡಲಿ ಸಂತತ ನಿನ್ನ ಪದ ಪಂಕಜ ಭಾತರ ಪಂಥವ ಪಾ ಪಾಲಿಸು ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷ ಕರೆ ದಾಸ ದಾಸ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಳಿದು ದಾಸ ದಾಸ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರಿಯೇ ಹರಿಷಡ್ವರ್ಗಗಳ ಅಟವಿಯ ಖಂಡಿಸು ಆನಂದದಲ್ಲಿರಿಸು ದುರುಳರ ಸಂಗವ ದೂರ ಮಾಡಿಸು ದುರ್ಮತಿಯನೆ ಬಿಡಿಸು ಸರಸ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಸನ್ನುತ ಬಕುತರು ನಿರತವು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸು ನೀರಜಾಕ್ಷಗರಿ ದಾಸ ದಾಸ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಳಿದು ದಾಸ ದಾಸ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರಿಯೇ ತ್ರಿಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನಾಕಾರ ತ್ರಿಗುಣಾತೀತ ಪಾದ ತ್ರಿಜಗನ್ಮೋಹನಾಕಾರ ತ್ರಿಗುಣಾತೀತ ತೀರ್ಥ ಪಾದ ಭಜಕರ ಪಾವನ ಭವನುತ ಚರಣ ರಜುಗುಣಾನತ ಭರಣ ರಜುಗುಣಾನತ ಭರಣ ವಿಜಯ ವಿಠ್ಠಲಾದೇಶ ಹರೇ ವಿಠಲಾದೇಶ ವಿಠಲ 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 ವಿಜಯ ವಿಠಲಾದೇಶ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರ ಕುಜನ ವಿದಾರಣ ಕೋವಿದನು ತಗರೆ ದಾಸ ದಾಸ ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ದೋಷ ರಾಶಿಯ ನಳಿದು ದಾಸ 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 ದಾಸರ ದಾಸ್ಯ ದಾಸ್ಯ ಕೊಡು ಹರೇ ಹರೇ In this composition, the composer Vijayadasa identifies the Lord as Trigunatita, meaning the one who is beyond the Trigunas or the one beyond the qualities of Tamas, Rajas and Sattva. The composer is idealizing a pure character, and in him he is seeking humility by letting go the notion of I. By seeking Lord to remove the mistakes, dosha rashiya nalidu, mistake of identifying with the self and not realizing the true nature, and asking the Lord to give him single-minded focus on his lotus feet. Sampragnata Samadhi. He says, let there be bliss from deep within, Antarangadallanandirali, seeking absolute joy at the Anandamaya Kosha level. The extreme pure non-attachment, giving up even the qualities, shows the real nature of the Purusha.
The next concept is Bhakti Yoga. The wonderful flexibility offered by Patanjali is he did not restrict that the self-realization is only one path. He suggested many different paths to reach the end goal. As part of aphorisms related to Bhakti Yoga, he says, Ishvara Pranidanatva, or by surrender to Ishvara. Klesha karma vipakashayaira paramrishta purusha vishesha Ishvaraha. Ishvara, the supreme ruler, the superconsciousness, is a special Purusha untouched by misery, the results of action or desires. Tatra niratishayan sarvagnatva bijam. In him becomes infinite that all-knowingness which in others is only a germ. Sa purveshamapi gurukkalena navacchedat. He is the teacher of even the ancient teachers, being not limited by time. Tasya vachaka pranavaha. His manifesting word is Om. Tajjapastadartha bhavanam. The repetition of this Om and meditating on its meaning is the way to self-realization. In composition Nadaloludai, composed in the language Telugu by composer Sri Tyagaraja in Raga Kalyana Vasanta set to Rupakatala, this sentiment has been brought about wonderfully.
हरिहरात्मा भूसुरपति हरिहरात्मा भूसुरपति शरजन्म गणेशादुलो हरिहरात्मा भूसुरपति शरजन्म गणेशादुलो हरिहरात्मा भूसुरपति शरजन्म गणेशादुलो वर मौनुलो ध्यान चरे ओ ಮೌನುಲು ಧ್ಯಾನಿಲ್ ಚೇ ಲೋಲುಡೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾನಂದ ಮುಂದ ವೇ ಮನಸ ನಾದ ಲೋಲುಡೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾನಂದ ಆನಂದ ಮುಂದವೇ ಮನಸ Om is the Pranavanada, the sound, a primordial sound. Nada is a pure sound. Upasana is to meditate. It also means sadhana. Nadopasana is to meditate on that pure sound, the pure music. Sadhana is common to both Raga and Yoga. Sadhana brings discipline in life. Sadhana is the key to moksha. O mind, by becoming a lover of Nada, attain the eternal bliss by total involvement in that music through countless ragas which result by the manipulation of the 7 notes of music and which fulfills all the righteous desires. Know that it is by this experience of Nada that the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Indra, Ganesha and Subramanya and other personages had done Upasana. And Tyagaraja is aware of this.
Concept: equanimity of mind. Maitri karuna muditopekshanan sukha dukkha punya punya vishayanan bhavanataschitta prasadanam. Swami Vivekananda says, friendship, mercy, gladness, indifference or equanimity being thought of in regards to subjects happy, unhappy, good or evil, respectively, pacify the chitta. Chitta is mind, the thoughts. Samadhana to chitta is brought by this. We must have these 4 sort of ideas. We must have friendship for all. We must be merciful towards those that are in misery. When people are happy, we ought to be happy, and to the wicked, we must be indifferent. So, with all subjects that come before us, if the subject is a good one, we shall feel friendly towards it. If the subject of thought is one that of miserable, we must be merciful towards the subject. If it is good, we must be glad. If it is evil, we must be indifferent. These attitudes of the mind towards the different subjects that come before it will make the mind peaceful. Most of our difficulties in our daily lives come from being unable to hold our minds in this way. For instance, if a man does evil to us, instantly we want to react evil, and every reaction of evil shows that we are not able to hold the chitta down. It comes out in waves towards the object, and we lose our power. Every reaction in the form of hatred or evil is so much loss to the mind, and every evil thought or deed of hatred or any thought of reaction, if it is controlled, will be laid in our favor. It is not that we lose by thus restraining ourselves. We are gaining infinitely more than we suspect. Each time we suppress hatred or a feeling of anger, it is so much good energy stored up in our favor. That piece of energy will be converting into the higher powers. A beautiful composition in the language Marathi by Sant Tukaram, Chitta Samadhana, in Raga Ahir Bhairav and Tala Ekatala would be presented now by Bhavana Pradyumna.
तरी विष वाटे सोने चित्त समाधान तरी विष वाटे सोने बहु खोटा अतिशय जाणा भलो सांगू काय बहु खोटा अतिशय जाणा भलो सांग काय मनाचे तळमळे मनाचे तळमळे चंदने अंग पोळे तुका म्हणे दोजा उपचार पीडा पूजा तुका म्हणे दोजा उपचार पीडा पूजा Chitta Samadhana. In this composition, Sant Tukaram says, he who maintains equanimity of mind instead of becoming miserable in the bad time of his life learns lessons from there. Thus, he transforms even bad time of his life into gold. There could be no good of a person who has a mind full of cravings or desires. If the temperature of the body has gone up due to mental agony, then there is no use of applying sandalwood to the body, says Sant Tukaram in this Abhang.
The third program of the day is by the organization Kalpana Arts. It is a dance company of the dance duo Kalpana Arts and Gijselter Berg from Netherlands. Through this dance company Kalpana Arts, choreographer Kalpana Arts makes work of high artistic quality with social significance and for a diverse audience. Kalpana creates performances in which the dance style Bharatanatyam is combined with contemporary dance. She uses dance to express thoughts about the current times in which we live. Together, the duo will be presenting a Pushpanjali as a group dance performance today for us.
Nam
The second program of the day is by Kumari Jayashree Balaji, a violinist from Germany. She has been learning Carnatic vocal and violin under the guidance of Srimati Lalgudi Vijay Lakshmi for over 12 years. She has won many music competitions and performed several concerts in India and in Germany. Kumari Jayashree has also performed in various online platforms hosted from different countries. She is a representative of Hinduism at the Department of Social and Interreligious Engagement in Ludwigsburg, Germany for the past 4 years. Besides being a Carnatic vocalist and violinist, she is a grade 6 Western violinist and grade 4 keyboard player from the Trinity School of London. Kumari Jayashree is currently pursuing her studies in Germany, and today she will be performing a short Carnatic recital for us on the violin. Enjoy the program. Grand festivity, we at Samskriti Europe have reached the end of a wonderful and divine journey through the Margazhi Utsavam 2021-22. We had undertaken a huge project to connect through culture, and with the help of technology, we have been able to do this to a good extent in the last 10 days virtually, with the support of 8 organizations and 56 participants from 10 countries all over Europe. Towards the goals of Samskriti, we have made a humble beginning, and we are very grateful to the blessings of the Almighty for having made this possible. We will now conclude the program with the much awaited special address by Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, and this will be followed by a vote of thanks by Sri Ambi Venkatraman from Luxembourg, who has been a huge pillar of support for the program from the beginning till the end. Thank you very much.
Ni sa ga ni pa ga ma pa ga ma re pa da pa ma pa da ni sa re sa
We now come to the much awaited special address by Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, a renowned Carnatic artist who needs no introduction to any of us in this field. She has been trained under Dr. M.L. Vasantakumari in the Gurukula style, and she is considered one of India's leading Carnatic performers. She has performed at the Madras Music Season every year since 1990, and she was awarded the Sangeeta Kalanidhi by the Academy. She was also awarded the Padma Bhushan, India's third highest civilian honor, in January 2015. And she has performed and collaborated with other artists all over the world. She has even performed at the United Nations, the Theatre de la Ville Paris, and she is the only Indian vocalist to have participated in the global vocal meeting organized by the Burghof and Academy of Music and Arts at Lörrach, Germany. She has also passed on her music tradition through her own school, Sudharnava Academy for Musical Excellence, on the day starting on the day of Vijayadashmi in 2017. She is known for her charitable works and has launched the Samudaya Foundation in 1999, of which she is the founder and managing trustee. The foundation has assisted the underprivileged in the areas of child health care, infrastructural aid for homes, and for heart surgeries for children. We are extremely honored to have you with us, ma'am, on this concluding day, and we are eagerly awaiting your special address to Samskriti, Europe. Thank you.
Namaste. I'm Sudha Raghunathan here, Carnatic music exponent. I'm extremely happy to be able to communicate with all of you in this beautiful space of art and culture. Samskriti, Europe, is celebrating Margazhi Utsavam with a 10-day festival, the first ever edition of Indian classical arts in 2021-2022. They began on January 1st and are concluding today on the 10th of January 2022 with their valedictory programs. This is a pan-European festival that is celebrating Indian classical music, dance, discourse, and lecdems. And those who have been featured are professional artists and semi-professional artists spanning Europe, particularly from the countries of France, Germany, Switzerland, Belgium, and the Netherlands. I'm extremely happy that this program has been taken up by my very good friend and my well-wisher, Sri Ambi Venkatraman and Geeta from Luxembourg. They spoke to me and asked me to deliver the valedictory address. Usually, between you and me, valedictory addresses can be extremely monotonous and boring, and I feel a little guilty and embarrassed to stand between the audience, or rather sit between the audience and the artists who are going to be premiered today. Yet, with my experience in this profession and the field, I would love to share a few thoughts with all of you. First of all, congratulations to all the organizers who came together, who brainstormed this idea and made it happen despite the pandemic. Secondly, I would love to congratulate all the participants who came forward with all their heart and soul and made this festival a success. There were so many more willing to participate that at a point of time, the organizers had to decline and keep them stalled for the next year. Music and dance, I feel, are the best companions for mankind. Even during these 2 years of the pandemic, I think most of us didn't feel so much stress, pressure, or anxiety because we had the arts surrounding us. Many of us did many programs virtually and posted a lot of our videos and music and conversations on our social media handles. So we were able to almost be with the people who cared for us and for our music. My guru, Dr. M.L. Vasanthakumari, I was extremely fortunate to be her disciple for 13 years, still continue to be her disciple always. It was a style that I had to imbibe. I had to switch styles from what my mother and Sri B.V. Lakshman taught me to a very demanding and challenging style of singing of the GNB Parampara, of which M.L. Yama is a great torch bearer. But the guru in her was such a beautiful, kind and magnanimous person that she almost adopted me as her child. And I called her Amma. And if I am what I am today, both as an artist and as a human being, it is all due to the blessings of my guru. Even today when I speak of her, when I speak about her, even mention her name, I feel choked because that is the bonding that both of us had. Be it music, dance, or discourse, even drama, I would even add drama to this, I think is a very demanding, difficult profession to hold on to. All of you who have performed despite your other activities and professions, it's amazing how you have been able to hold on to arts despite the fact that you have been away from your motherland and propagated art and culture with your schools of music or dance. Even today, I think Indian music is greatly appreciated by everyone across the world. So too Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathakali, Kathak, different forms of Bharatanatyam. Like, we have different gurus like the Pandanallur style and the Dandayadapani style. So all these paramparas from which we have flowered out, it is the best way that we can bring forth art to the world by holding on to this art form and performing. What makes people appreciate Indian arts? I think there is a soul in our art, in our music. Much of our music is dedicated to the different gods and goddesses. And as artists, when we start singing the ragam and get into the lyrics of the composition, which we call the kriti, I think somewhere we get lost. We get kind of knotted up in the emotions and are able to bring in a certain amount of divinity into the environment in which we perform and you as audience sit and absorb it. And I think that's one reason why we as artists are so gifted to be doing what we are doing. It's not like math or geography or history or literature, where we can refer to our books and papers, take it in, internalize it, absorb it, and write it out in our exams. This is a very special gift that the gods bestow on us. And we, thankfully, with the blessings of our gurus and our hard work, are able to hold the flag as much high as we can, as long as all of us can. And that's why I appreciate all these artists who have performed over the 10 days. It must have taken quite some effort to prepare what you needed to perform and also record it and premiere it each day. I am amazed at the way it has happened, but I think the Almighty is with all of you, and hence the edition 1 of Samskriti has been such a roaring, thunderous success. I applaud all of you. What can I tell youngsters, the younger generation of musicians, be it vocalists or instrumentalists and dancers? There is only one mantra to reach that finish line that you think you want to run up to. Some can call it as success, some can call it as fame, some can call it as swanubhava, some can call it as just propagation of art. Whatever line that you choose, the one mantra is hard work, riyaz, practice, perseverance, persistence, dedication, commitment, discipline. All of this put together makes us an artist. Some of us feel a little down when there are no opportunities. But I feel that if you keep working, if you keep improving your repertoire, practicing, listening to the great legends, watching great legends perform, and improving our own tapestry of art, not just higher than where we were a few years back. If we keep on doing that, I think definitely opportunities will fall into your lap, just like Samskriti Europe. Hard work and patience and bearing, the will to share your art with people, all of this will definitely help each one of you to shape into the artist you would like to become. There's no shortcut unless you're a genius or a prodigy. The very fact that geniuses are so few is enough explanation that all the others, all of us, have to achieve that success with sheer hard work and practice. There's one more thing, Guru Bhakti. Always pay reverence to your gurus and keep acknowledging the fact that they are with you somewhere, either around you or through your art form. And do thank your parents, because they are the people who promote your talent. They are the custodians of your art form initially, till you reach a point that you are able to take it forward by yourself. So wishing you all the very, very best in the years to come, and once more, congratulations to both the organizers and the artists who have taken part in Samskriti. ஆனந்த வாழ்வு அளித்திடல் வேண்டும். ஆனந்த வாழ்வு அளித்திடல் வேண்டும். அன்னையே எம்மேல் இறங்கிடல் வேண்டும். ஆனந்த வாழ்வு அளித்திடல் வேண்டும். அன்னையே எம்மேல் இறங்கிடல் வேண்டும். நாளும் உன்னை தொழுதிடல் வேண்டும். நாளும் உன்னை தொழுதிடல் வேண்டும். நலமுடன் வாழ அருளல் வேண்டும். கருணை தெய்வமே கற்பகமே காண வேண்டும் உந்தன் பொற்பாதமே. கருணை தெய்வமே கற்பகமே கற்பகமே கற்பகமே.
Good evening to all. I'm happy that I suppose all of you would have gone through the 10 days event of Samskriti, which is a maiden attempt by a group of enthusiastic, ardent lovers of classical Carnatic music, arts, and other aspects of Indian situation, Indian programs. This is a first attempt. So far, it has been going well, and many more roadblocks to be overcome by us, which we are in the pipeline. The people together are from different EU countries like Benelux, that is Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, France, Germany, Sweden, Denmark, Lithuania, Switzerland, and many more. It's on a joining curve on a day-to-day basis. The participants are from all these countries. They are all, some of them are beginners, some of them are excellent semi or full-fledged professionals. They have done a wonderful job. I don't know how to thank them. And in fact, the entries were very many. We could not accommodate all the entries. We were able to accommodate the best what we could for the 10 days event. And so far, so good. And today is the last day. It was inaugurated by our good friend Jayanti Kumaresh and Kumaresh from India, who are, I must say, one of the early visitors of Europe in the period 94-95 for their Veena and violin performance. And today you would have heard our Madam Srimati Sudha Raghunathan, her concluding address for the whole program. We need the blessings of these two groups because they both, in a way, they are the starting point. Particularly Sudha Raghunathan played a major role because she took the plunge of coming to Europe just like that, without knowing that there may not be that much of a welcome situation for Carnatic music, but she wanted to take a plunge. She visited, and that really paved way by inviting her again by a sponsor in Luxembourg, which attracted as many as 400 audience people, mostly, excepting countable, mostly Europeans who came and enjoyed the music. I'm thankful to her for her wonderful address and speech today, motivating all the youngsters. I am also thankful to all the participants from different countries for their wonderful performance last 10 days. Some are in music, some are on dance, some are other aspects, but overall it was an excellent show by each and everybody. I am duty bound to thank them individually for their excellent cooperation and performance. The people behind, I don't want to name. There are quite a few in number, and as per practice, there are couple of them who are very, very active from the day one without minding their time and energy. They were self-motivated and worked on as a clear objective and helped all of us together to make this show a grand success. We are thankful to individually to all the collective workmanship of all the participants from different countries. I don't know how to thank them. My wholehearted thanks to them. This is, as I said, this is a stepping stone, and I do hope that in the years to come, even in this year, we will have a repeat program in a different scale. Main idea is to motivate the youngsters to promote the music. We will also be inviting the artists from India to take part in different events in Europe, and we are to work on the methodology, logistics, finance aspect, all that to be discussed among the team members, and we have to find ways and means of making it to happen in the coming years to come. In fact, if I go back to 94, we had to run after people to come for the show. Now things are different. There are more participants, there are more performers, and there are more listeners. So overall, it is a welcome sign, and our job is to make things to happen. Lastly, I would like to thank some of the leading music enthusiasts and professionals from India who gave us a complimentary message to motivate all of us, including the performers, including the organizers, in a better way to continue our task. Thank you all, and once again, thanks for your excellent cooperation, and looking forward more and more, if not virtual. This is a virtual because of the Corona situation, but very soon we will get into a stage management. But how do we do it? That has to be discussed among the committee members and then take it forward. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Ni sa da ni pa ga ma pa ga ma re pa da pa ma pa da ni sa ri sa ni sarva brahma